having a good week. And I'm having a good week. The weather has finally turned. We've got some pretty weather. And so this morning I went out and did some filming at my dear friends David and Debbie Woodard. They've built this new potting shed. I call it, it's a new potting shed, but it's all made out of old things. So it's a little dollhouse. So I went up to their home this morning and did some videoing out in the yard, just showing you how much everything has changed, how big their plants have gotten. And then I've got to share this little potting shed with you, and I'm going to go take you inside it, and it's so cute. You're going to love it. But before I share that with you, I wanted to take just a minute, and I wanted to say hi to the lady that I met on the street today. I was up there filming at David and Debbie's, and this car comes driving by, and this sweet lady, she rolls the window down and she says, "Hi there, I watch you." And I was like, my goodness, I've met so many of you, but never have I met somebody driving down the street. So that was a treat. So it really was good to meet you, Debbie. Her name was Debbie Mitchell, and she was so sweet. We talked probably for like 5 minutes out in the road, but it was so nice to meet you, Debbie. And I also wanted to tell you a cute little story. We went to the Springfield, Tennessee, it was like a historic district yard sale this past weekend. Mama and I did. And we had fun there, and we actually went to David and Debbie's house. They had some things set up for sale down in their basement, which I've shared with you before, their basement full of wonderful antiques that they have for sale. So after we left there, we decided we would stop by the antique barn in Springfield. And you know, we weren't really going to because we were a little tired where we'd been, but just something told us to just stop in. We said, well, let's just go ahead and go by there. We had no sooner got in that mall, and Mama had hollered for me to come back and look at something that she had found in a booth. So a lady heard her holler my name, and she came around the corner, and then she saw Mama, and she's like, "Oh, Mama." She recognized Mama, and then she came over and started talking to me. Well, we just had gotten into talking, introducing, ourselves to each other. And she said that she grew up in Old Hickory, Tennessee. And my mama, her little antennas went up. She said, "What was your last name?" And she said, "My last name was McCann." Well, my mama, bless her little heart, she just got to squealing and started hugging this lady. And like, "Mama, who is this? You evidently know her more than just from us meeting her through YouTube." And come to find out, it was Mama's, one of her best friends growing up when she was a little girl. She was friends with, her name was Patty, and then she had a sister named Penny and one named Pam. So I've heard my mama tell so many stories about Patty, Penny, and Pam, when we would drive through the old streets of Old Hickory where Mama grew up. So we had the best time. We sat there and talked for like an hour. So Patty, if you're watching this, her name is Patty McAnn Andrews. And that's her married name now. But if you're watching, Patty, we had the best time meeting you the other day, and I'm going to share just a little clip of you and Mama just seeing each other and giggling. That would just bless my heart. It was so sweet. And one other thing, I wanted to give a shout out to Donna Shield. We met Donna. We made our rounds down one aisle, and we were coming up the next aisle, and we were all still talking, and Donna came by, and she recognized Mama and I from my channel, and so I got to meet her, and I'm going to share you a picture of her that we took. And Mama said, "This has probably been one of the best days I've had in a long time." We really did have a good day. It was fun. And neither one of us came home with anything. It's not what you get. It's the people that you meet and just the little experiences that you have. So Saturday was a really special day. We really enjoyed it. So speaking of special people, I also wanted to share one more thing, and then I'm going to get to the video. I couldn't go without sharing this. I received the sweetest little gift in the mail the other day, and I'm going to show you, and I'm going to put a close-up on my screen so you can see. These are blackened wax, and they're hearts, and they've got a little copper, little twist to hang them on. So I have got to find just the perfect place to hang these. This sweet gift came from Janet Barrett, and she lives in Colorado. So Janet, I hope you're watching, and I can just tell you how much I appreciate it. They're beautiful, and she made these. She actually made these herself, and the detail is just it's so beautiful. One has a pineapple, and I just love these. So I have to find just the perfect spot to hang these. I really do appreciate it. And guys, I've just had the best times doing this channel and meeting so many of you, and when it comes to that, I was going to tell you too, this weekend I'm going to go to, I'm so excited, I'm going to the Back to Our Roots antique show that's in Ohio. So I've never done any antiquing in Ohio, so we're going to go to, my husband and I, Ricky, are going to go to that show on Saturday. And I hope some of you are there and I get to meet you. That would be just so fun. I hope maybe to run into some of you. And David and Debbie Woodard, you know, the ones I'm sharing the potting shed of today, they're going to be there set up. And my friend Sherry Baggett's also going to be there set up. There'll just be a lot of wonderful, wonderful vendors there with beautiful antiques. So maybe if you have a chance, it is in Dayton, Ohio, and the show is called Back to Our Roots. So I'm really excited about going to that show and doing a little antiquing up there. Okay, so I'm going to quit talking now. I've probably talked your ears off, and I'm going to get right into sharing this beautiful potting shed in the garden of David and Debbie Woodard. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're joining me on this beautiful day, and I'm here with my dear friend David Woodard. And David, tell me where we are. Tell me about this place.
Well, this is the potting shed and greenhouse that we always wanted to build. I've been wanting to build a potting shed for 35, 40 years.
Oh, it's perfect.
So we built the house, and this was the last piece of that puzzle that we never got to complete. So we, little by little, we've been saving up architectural pieces. So most of the windows are Facebook Marketplace from different places, and the porch post, and someone in Nashville, Goodlettsville, gave us the tin roofing. And
love
so
the
it's
tin.
Just pieces that we picked up and been storing, and now we finally patchworked everything together.
Well, it's all come together perfectly.
Yeah.
And I can also tell David, you guys have, since I was here last spring, and I know a lot of you remember that beautiful video that I did of your yard, but y'all have added so much more. I mean, you've been busy digging holes.
We have, and we added a big berm out front of landscaping along the front of the house, and then of course this landscaping around here has all been added around the cottage. So
when you do, like I do my own digging, my own gardens, I know how much work goes into that.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Well, it's beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to take you inside here. I'm going to take you around back. He's got a little greenhouse.
Yes.
You made a little greenhouse back there. So I'm going to take you around back and show you what's going on in there. And I know you guys are just going to love it. Thank you, David, for letting me come.
Great.
I
We appreciate you
it.
coming, Bridget.
All righty.
All right.
Oh my goodness, guys, don't you just love this little potting shed? It's just a little dollhouse. And David told me that he had dreamed of having a potting shed for years, and he'd been gathering up all different kind of things that he wanted to add, you know, to the architectural look of it. And so he started working with a builder named Harris Green from Orlinda, Tennessee. And Harris told him, you know, you just trust me with your vision. And, you know, he went by his drawings and he said, I'll bring this thing to life for you. And boy, oh boy, did he ever. It is so beautiful. And some of the things David got to use for this potting shed, like the windows, all these pretty windows you see, he got all the windows for the greenhouse and the potting shed on Facebook Marketplace. This beautiful chandelier, David and Debbie had this hanging in their home in Pennsylvania, so they brought that down here with them. David called this window here, this white window, a spider web window. I had never heard of that, but it actually does look like a spider web if you look at it. And of course this red cupboard, he said this was an early cupboard out of Pennsylvania, and it does have the early red paint on it. And you guys know me, and you just know that I love this red cupboard. These plant stands were made out of some old columns from an old house, and David said they had rotted, so he just cut the columns down and cut them in half and made plant stands out of them. It's pretty neat. Now, David and Debbie found this wonderful old sink at an estate sale that they were having during the historic citywide yard sales here in Springfield, Tennessee. And he even said that he even kind of plumbed it up. He just used something simple. He just hooked a hose pipe to it. That way he can have running water in there, and it was real easy to unhook for the winter. Well, guys, I learned something new today. David explained to me that this little bird bath here is not a bird bath. This is a bee bath. So little bees, when they want to land in the water, and if they land in a bird bath, they'll drown. But if you'll put marbles in the bottom of your little bird bath, the bees can land in there and land on those little marbles without drowning. I love that. I thought that was so sweet. Oh my, I absolutely love this brick floor. And again, David got these old bricks off of Facebook Marketplace. I'm telling you, you just never know what you're going to find on there.